Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for the next installment of System Wars. That's right, System Wars 22. After the teleport, the commander finds himself walking out into a hellish world. Little does he know, he is not alone. From Ironstone. Pal. That being said, AI prompt, rebooting standby, restart successful. Where are we? Where are we? AI status report. Error 549. Cannot determine location. Downloading position of USC satellites. Stand by. Location confirmed. Planet Norix. GPS City Beta. No, it can't be. It looks like hell itself. Receiving unknown transmission. On screen. Welcome back, Commander. Who is this? Show yourself. That will have to wait. USC's greatest hero trapped on my world? Your world. This land belongs to the people that died here. Always a hero. Kill him. Transmission lost. To anyone hearing this message, we are trapped on Norix, in the city, in the remains of City Beta. Repeat, we are trapped in City Beta. Please respond. Radio silence. We read you! This is Captain of the USS Fleetwood. I am sending down drop pods to your location. Fools. Hit! We are going down. Repeat, we are going down. Boom. Damn it. No. Battle status. Drop pods are scattered across the battlefield. Save as many as possible. Hold out until further notice. Several items were dropped all over the map, and, if possible, retrieve them before the creeper do. Deploying emergency anti-creep. So, that is the map. This is the emergency anti-creep that has been deployed in our favor. The enemy themselves have a 350 emitter, a 4 spore launcher, a 75 advanced emitter. There's 3 of those across the map. There is also a bunch more spores. There's another 4 spores, another 4 spores, another 4 spores. So there's 20 spores in total. There's 6 blobos. There's another 500 emitter, or not another 5 of 500 because that's only 350, and then another 500 over here. And that's pretty much the map other than this stashio. So that's the map itself, and the drop pods are sort of scattered across the map. As you can see, there's an energy up here, there's an energy over here. I think there's an energy someplace else. There's an energy there, there's an energy there. There's some lift deck, and I was testing out my build order, which is why actually the totem was complete, because I wanted a good build order for this, right? I wanted a good build order just to make it as easy as possible at the start. I've only done the build, and yeah, I think we have something that's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Fingers crossed, let's make sure. Now, to note is there are info caches on the map. Now, these info caches will increase our units, because we only have a certain number of units, and that's one of the problems of this map itself. We are limited in what we can build, and that's going to cause some problems, right? It's always going to cause some problems, but let's get started with what we're doing with these drop pods, right? So let's start with the ones that are furthest out. Like, this blue-white, I'm not going to lie, you're dead. I'm sorry, Blue White. I love you. You're delicious, but you're just dead. You're just dead. I'm sorry. But this energy can do things. Energy can do things like, I don't know, make 4 cannons. Sounds pretty good to me. It's not going to power the cannons. It's not going to do anything like that. But that'll get us 4 cannons that we can fly back to our base and don't have to spend energy on. That's 4 free cannons. Same thing up here. We have an energy source. You know what? I could build 2 cannons with this. Now, why am I only building 2? That's, I could build 4. I could build 4. But we do have access to 1 turpitude. 1 turpitude going down, gonna get us an urn. Now, in order to do that, we do need supply off on this bad boy, because you know what? We don't want them taking any excess energy. We only have enough to do this. But hey, I'll take an urn if I can get it. Not last but not least, there's this one over here, which will be the last but not least. But yeah, we definitely want to get things on the go, and there's an energy down here. So this energy is the one that's going to grab us the lift deck, right? We might as well. We got the energy, we got the juice. Let's just get it going, and we might even be able to get at least 100 energy out of this, or we could potentially try and save this entire area and push out. But I think consolidating our forces, sort of getting a defense and then pushing out with the excess, is going to be pretty important for us. So I think that's kind of where I want to go with my units, so to speak, right? So what are we going to want to do? We're going to build kind of uppish a little bit. Actually, we're going to build kind of downish now that I think about it, right? We're going to be as close to the power and Ultrac as possible. So that's the first spot. And then we're going to build sort of down, right? We're going to build down and up a little bit, right? We do need to come up because we obviously want this and this. So these are very importante, right? And now we're going to build down again. So now we're going to build down. And the whole reason for this is just to give us as much time before the creep kind of cuts us off. That's kind of the goal, because the creep will indeed cut us off. Surprise, surprise, the creep likes to do that. And yeah, there we go. This will connect up to our base. And if we can notice, this is what? This is 14, and this can produce 20. So we actually have excess. We could, if we want, build a cannon. I don't know if I want to do that. It might just be better to sort of build over. It does make a little bit of a roundabout. And actually, since we're building so much, it might actually be good to do something like this. Because might as well, I'd rather build too much, right? So if we do something like this, because it can produce as much as we want, this way at least it goes down and has a straight path over. And then we also have a path that goes up for this. This way we have, our path across, plus our path to that. That should be pretty decent. I do like that a little bit more. And even, you know what? Let's even do that one better, because if we can toss you right there and you right there, again, we have the energy for it. You might as well do it. You might as well. We do have our base over here. Actually, our base can go there, so I might do that as well, right? Because our base can go there. We might be sending our base over here just to sort of build out this connection. I just want for the lift deck. Just want it done. So that feels pretty good to me. Now, that being said, our base is starting here. I would like it a little bit closer to the old track, and I'm not going to start outside. We could start, like, right here, I believe. We're not gonna, because I do believe we should start inside, but I'm going to start here instead. It's just a little bit closer to the old track. Old tracks are good stuff. Energy is good stuff. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I like energy. It's what I do. It's how I do it, and I love it. I love me some energy. So we're going to start there. We're going to do this kind of stuff. And bazinga bazonga, we got, of course, we got things in our way, right? Always, there's always things in our way. It's just how it is for me. But we're gonna fill up our base. Try and get as much juice as possible. That one is a little bit close to our mining area, but you know what? We'll make it work for now. We'll make it work for now. Oh, I step at the bottom. The bottom is too close. Aw, that's a bit of a shame. So you know what? What am I doing? We're gonna do this. We're gonna move it to there. There we go. That's perfect. It all works out in the end. I'm perfectly fine with that. Seems pretty nice if you ask me. And we also have 100 energy right here. Now both 100 energies were from here on out are very important. Very important. Super important. And we need to manage our energy, okay? Because right now, we want this. But this is going to get taken over pretty quick. We also want this. We have 100 energy here. So let's use it, right? Let's go as far away as possible. And let's just say, bazinga, you're there, right? Let's also try and get as far away from that as possible and say, bazinga, you're there. And then we want to connect up to our base, right? We also want something up here because that will get us that. And this right here isn't that much. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. That's 40 power. 40 power, not that much. So if we do something like this, now it's connected to our base, which is great. I do love that. We definitely want that in our life. That being said, we don't want power, like we don't want all the power in the world to be spread around. We want this to sort of build up this way and build down this way. Same thing with our base. I'm going to actually turn off all of these and you. And now our base is only connected to this down here. So it can build this up, and boom, now we have an old track. This is going to connect down to our area that we're actually connecting to. So we're going to connect up to this really, really fast. And then we'll get to this area last. It's the least important area. I mean, who really cares, right? I definitely don't. Well, I do. We want to get over there, but you know, we gotta do what we can with what we got, and what we got isn't the best. We definitely want some urns on the go, and we're gonna turn this off to start. Actually, you know what? We're not. We're gonna do something like this. We're gonna turn these off as well, and turn on one of these. Right? The reason we're turning on one of these is because I want this energy source to come down here. I wish my base wasn't connected to it, so maybe I'll wait for 2 seconds before I turn it on. Because I want this to build up and then I want to turn this on when we get the ult track, of course. So that's going to be pretty much our start. Now, of course, again, we are limited in what we can build, limited in what we can do, but we should have a pretty decent power grab and a pretty decent plan to get this lift deck, get, say, this, get this, and these are out of our base, which, you know, who knows how soon we could get it, right? Who knows? I do want to try and snag this urn as well as soon as possible, but we do need we need our defenses, right? Defenses are going to be important. It's a thing. Surprise, surprise. Let's just get this show on the road. As you can see, these are getting built up. All of the towers are getting built up, and we are now in a position we are going to turn this on, which is great. As you can see, we are building up from both sides, which is even better. We connected to the ult track, which is amazing, because now we can really start blasting our towers, right? We are going to blast our towers. We're going to turn... how are you doing? You're still doing pretty good. I guess yeah, let's just blast all of our towers, because you know what? This is now connected. As you can see, these are going to start producing Soylent as well, and we are building up from both sides, which is great. So there we go. Now all of our towers are on. We're going to blast through our energy. Like, this 100 energy is going to be gone basically in an instant, right? But that's okay. We need it. This will now connect up here. Boom. Soylent is now being built all the way up here, which is also great. And as you can see, this energy is not in use, but it's still doing okay. It's still doing okay. And I'm going to move my base. Ooh, that's pretty terrible. Let's move you like so, I believe, because I believe our base can actually fly out here, and that's going to be one of our goals, right? Let's fly out to the outside. I'll put you at the top just in case, so we do leave a connection. We never want to leave our connection point right now. That would be terrible. But there we go. That seems pretty good to me. Up here, the cannons are done, so let's fly them back to base. These four are done. Let's fly them back to base. Our turp is almost done, so that's very, very good. And I guess we're going to, because of that, we are going to want our urn port up and operational. So we'll toss that down. Factory, I want operational to take this blueite. It's not that much. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it, but I mean, you might as well try and get it. And yeah, because also what's nice is this energy can now flow to our base. So again, we're just trying to use the resources that we currently have. Once this bad boy is up and running, as you can see, our storage is going up because we connected this to the main pool, and that's actually awesome for us, right? We're going to use everything. This miner should finish up, which is fantastic. And once that miner is finished, we're going to be in a great, great place. Again, we need to connect up over here, and that's going to be super duper duper important for us. And how else the urn? The urn is almost done, and it's done. Energy collection. And Terp, get your butt back here. Get back to base, Terp. Holy moly, what are you doing back there? These two can get their supply on, which is very, very nice. And we might as well toss them, I guess, up over here, just for some basic defenses. Sounds pretty good to me. And the reason I'm moving the base over here is because I do want that to connect to the outside. Because we want to build from both sides, right? This way, with this being down here, we'll finish up everything. And again, we're going to connect up to this, which should give us just a little bit of a boost of energy. A little bit of a boost. And I'm happy with a little bit of a boost, right? We'll toss down our 3 sprayers because, you know, hey, they're 3 sprayers. They're just going to use the blueite. Again, the blueite box that was here, instantly ours, right? We got a good amount of cannons now, which is fantastic. A good amount more towers, which again, fantastic. I'll take that any day of the week. And we have still just the one terp, you know, which is a shame. But that's okay. I think it's time to plan our terraforming, so let's do that. Let's actually move the terp a little bit, plan our terraformation, and zoom on in. And we want it to be whatever height this is, and we'll just say, get rid of you, get around here, do all of that. Just do this terraforming. That's pretty good. We'll get rid of this tower, move it down a little bit, put one there. Just get as much juice as possible, right? As much juice as possible sounds pretty good. We could terraform up the walls, and that wouldn't be a bad idea as well, so maybe we'll do some of that, like, just for the future. We'll plan for this, that shield will be fine, but plan for this, you know, there. We don't need it everywhere, but, you know, just, that's a shield, so don't need that for sure. Actually, that's a shield, don't need that, so that's pretty good. That's a shield, so we don't need that. So that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I'm okay with that. Are you connected? You are connected. Looks decent. Again, the key now is just use our energy. So, we got sprayers on the go. I'm definitely going to want missiles. We're going to need 5. I mean, we have 5, so we might as well use 5. We might as well start... Yeah, do I want mortars yet? I don't think I want mortars yet. I think I want just a bunch of cannons. Let's do like 3 or 4 cannons. Maybe 5. 5 cannons. Let's see, how is our energy? Is that still going up, or is that... That's still kind of going up. Let's do 2 more. 2 more cannons. We want our energy, of course. If we're not using it, we're losing it, and I don't want to be losing it, right? I don't want to be losing it. I want actually this energy to be coming down, too. So we need even more. We need as much... We need to drain this bad boy, because, you know, it's there. Same thing with that Ultrek. If it's there, I want it drained. Oh, that connects up. Yes, we connected our base to over here, which gave us 100 more energy, which is huge. I should just be spreading out my cannons. I know. Spread out your cannons. This is definitely what you want to do. But for now, I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy with what I got. We'll toss down at least 1 mortar. We're going to overuse our energy right now just to go into a deficit, and I'm happy with that, right? Again, if this energy goes down, I'm supremely happy with that, because that's all we care about, right? We just care about actually using the juice that we are given. And how is this lift deck doing? So that lift deck is being used currently. And you know what? I'm going to toss down 1 like that. A little spooked for that tower, so I'm going to toss down 1 down there. Because, you know, it's there. Might as well. Sounds pretty good to me. And, ooh, there. That works. We're going to do a nice little pylon set across the edge. Always good to have. And we're going to want a pylon down here, but again, I do want to watch that energy. The turp is coming down, which is also fantastic. And look at these cannons go, right? These cannons are really doing their thing. Honestly, way better than I was expecting, right? Way freaking better. Let's just toss down, I don't know, a couple of mortars here, a couple of mortars there, spread some mortars out, just so we start building some more expensive stuff. There's our energy going down. There we go. Come on. How are you not being used? How are you not being used? I don't understand it. You know, I'm just going to put a cannon right there. Right freaking there. Let's just use it, because it's not going to last, right? It's not going to last. And all the lift deck is now at 20, right? 20 is not a good number. 20 is bad. We didn't use it all. However, all of these totems need 20, so we used it all. Huzzah for us! Huzzah for us! And we are now in a deficito. So, pluses and minuses. I'm okay with that, though. As you can see, I mean, we're not doing terrible. We're not doing terrible at the moment. The pylons are almost built, which again is awesome. These cannons are coming up, which is pretty fantastic. And honestly, I'm going to start building out a little bit. I don't really want to expand out here. However, I do want to get this turp. So if we can just start moving out. How thick is the creep? It's not super thick right now, but it looks like it's going to get there. So our turp is kind of getting to the point where it's landing. Let's send it over here for now, because if we can grab another urn, like, think of how huge that would be, right? Starting with 1 more urn. That's immense. There's the totem. This is the start that I was just trading with, so to speak. And it's feeling pretty good, right? It's feeling pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it overall. And yeah, I mean, no complaints here. No complaints about this start so far. That doesn't mean we're out of the woods. I am not using my energy right now, which, again, if you're not using your energy, you're losing your energy, and I don't want to lose any. This is definitely a harder map as far as I am concerned, so I do want to do it justice. So we're in justice level, Creeper World, right? Where this is a great hold. So I do love that. Again, our goal is to just build up, build the things that we can. We have 23 more cannons we can build. We have 8 more mortars that we can build. Goal right now is just to drop in all of these cannons, start pushing this back, grab this urn, and get out. We're just gonna try and defend our base. It's really all we truly care about right now. Just defending our base, moving out ever so slightly, and grabbing this urn. So as long as we can move some units over, we're definitely going to be moving some units over. That's the entire point of this assault. Once we grab the urn, we're good to get out. So let's move you over here. I want to be as close to the urn as possible as well. And then again, once we hold it, we're good. We don't have, unfortunately, any MRIFs or anything cool like that. We don't have any shields, so Red On, not super useful other than our 5 missile launchers, which we're going to want to use, of course. So we will be using that. And then once this turp digs us up, we're going to have the turp come over here, do the rest of its, do the rest of its stuff. These cannons are kind of holding. Hopefully, we can just push it back just enough. Again, just enough to grab the urn. That's all we need right now. Once we get the urn, we are golden, golden, golden. We can toss down a couple of mortars. Maybe these will get built to help. Again, we don't really want to hold everything. I kind of want this creep to flow in so it makes it easier to push up above. But there we go. That is actually all of the mortars we can build. So yay for us there. That's all the mortars. We are super duper close to the urn, right? Super duper close. Gonna move in a couple more things. Just like this. We may lose a couple cannons here because, you know what, it's not looking the most promising. Just want this urn. Fingers crossed we can get it. It's not, the creep is getting higher, right? We are fighting the creep officially. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. I guess we may as well just start dropping a couple more things. We're super duper close. Oh, we got 2%. And bazinga, we got it. Okay, urn achieved. That was the goal, right? Boom. I'm going to go with firing range, which is awesome. I do... Now we can sort of give up on things, right? You can come back here so we can get some more of this, then build this up. Great. Once everything is built, we're going to really do a full fallback. Because, you know what? Again, we have a wall. Let's use it. Mortar-wise, let's spread our mortars out, right? Let's actually plan our mortars to defend our base. So we're definitely going to want, like, another one over here. Probably one, like, over here. One, like, over here. One, like, over here. We're going to primarily be assaulting with cannons. Actually, those two are in really good positions. We can toss down another one over here. That'd be good. Down here, we'll definitely toss another 2. Again, this area is a little bit less protected because the wall's not complete. Probably build that wall first and build our way up. I guess we can terraform just into it a little bit and maybe just a little bit there. But again, we're feeling okay. We're feeling okay. Still have stuff to do, but it's not nearly as imperative, right? We're relaxing a little bit. Like, we got a nice cannon squad here. Let's actually move our nice cannon squad up here so we can start maybe holding this area and planning our push up. Yeah, a couple of these probably can go up as well. We're gonna keep some cannons on the bottom because you never know what's gonna happen, right? So let's plan on this. See how our energy is holding. Still holding good, which is fantastic. Once these are built, we'll move everything back in. Again, we're kind of in a mix of hold and not. You were a cannon. You were supposed to be the mortar. Go me! And of course, actually, I'm gonna want some of these cannons. Like, let's do these 3, like right over here, right? Like right there, right there, right there. Able to shoot into this area, which will be very, very nice. And there. So many places we can put things. That's a great spot. Want another one like that can guard over here a little bit. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Again, now we're in sort of retreat mode. We can go back inside. We can also toss down a few more pylons just to now connect up the base. By connect up the base, I mean like, we can connect up to these, which is nice. That also connects up our sprayers. We can connect down here, not too shabby. That'll connect up that to the world, which is also very, very nice. And yeah, that's pretty good with pylons. Units, you need to come back. It's time. It's time. We're giving up some energy. We're giving up some land. But our plan is to move. Our plan is to move. Up here, the units are about to land, which is good, and we can start seeing the fruits of our labor, right? The fruits of our initial pull. So let's move like a mortar up here. Let's start planning some stuff like you and you. We do want some mortars on the go as well. And I think it's also time to drop you and toss you into fire rate. So now we're gonna have fire rate, which is great. Our base lost control, which is a bad thing. I did not think we would be too high. Base. Immediately land. Because you're too high. That was a slight problem. Slight mistake. What a mistake at Jamaica. But it's back now. It's back now. We're fine. We're fine. Success? Kinda. Our green iron's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. But what did I lose? What did I lose? We have 10 more cannons, so not too bad. We have the energy for it. We do need to ramp that back up. Did we lose our... No, we didn't lose our efficiency, so that's good. We can toss that in. Again, we have enough energy to build 8 of them, so I'm not really worried. But we do... we need snipperinos, right? We need some snips. We're probably going to lose some things, because I'm not going to have snips on anything good, unfortunately. Although we can maybe move them out, right? Like a snip here, maybe. Snip there, maybe. Snip there, definitely. Snip there, definitely. And a snip there. So there's our snips. Maybe they'll live, maybe they won't. Who knows? Looks like 2 died. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to protect our butts with the missiles. So let's protect our butts primarily. We'll do another there. We'll do another here. And we'll just do one central. Beautiful. Looks like some of the snips will survive. Some of them won't. I'm okay with that. You're in a great place, but the problem is I don't know how well that place is going to survive. We did lose a couple of those towers. Let's just really tower up. You, nearest first, so we can get some more good juice on the go. I'm going to toss a couple of these cannons down here, just to protect in case some things float over. Although, I don't really think they're going to be able to help very, very much. And let's just take this squad to the top, right? Let's take them up top. And start spreading our top group around, right? Let's spread our top group around. We can start pushing, and our goal will be to hold the wall and just start pushing up. Because, again, we definitely want to take this. We want to get to that as well. That should hopefully be some more units for us. Definitely want some more units. And with the one nullifier, we can definitely take out this emitter, I think. And then I'm hoping we can overload. I'm guessing we can overload. If we can't overload, well, this is very sad time. That said, we can nullify all 12 enemies, so if we can't overload, that's just silly talk, right? Silly talk to me. I'll toss down... Ooh, snippers. Not the best, not the best. We'll toss down a snipper here, I guess. They don't have great angles, but they're on the inside. So that's fine. That's fine. You know, not the best angle. If they shoot anything... When we have 6 blobs coming for us, I'm not generally worried about 6 blobs, to be fair. We really need our fire range, fire rate to really kick on. And because once it does, we will be super golden for the... we will be super golden in order to push out, right? I mean, that's like a mini urn for everything. A mini urn is really, really nice. I like mini urns. I love it, in fact. So, super happy about that. This guy might die. You might die. I'm sorry, sir. Nullifier. Yeah, we have no more weapons. We have no more weapons. So we are at the mercy of the map at this point. So, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Again, we are starting to move our butt out. And as you can see, we have enough that we can sort of push against this. There is a lot of creep here. They're at 15. 15 is a lot, and we have a lot coming for us. So I'm a little worried about what's about to happen because I don't have units everywhere, right? I mean, I don't really care if something lands like on a missile or something like that, but if something lands on like that or Ultrac, you know, something like that, that I have a problem with. Our AC isn't bad. It's actually a pretty decent flood, so I'm actually not super worried. And it looks like the only thing that might hit this is that, but the sprayer should be able to cover it. So that's actually not too terrible for us. I will toss a one right there. I figure might as well, for all of the missile launchers, have them be attached to a factor or a pylon. That way they can get reloaded as fast as possible and potentially handle multiples because, you know, things coming from this one are going to land much later than things coming from that one, right? So that sounds like a pretty good deal. Even if any of our totems go down, we should be fine because we actually have the green R to support more. So that's just good for business. Not to mention the fact that we do have the increased fire range, which is immense. I mean, I can't even say how immense that is for missile launchers. I mean, it completely changes what they do, right? I mean, It allows them, for instance, to shoot. It looks like our snipers are sniping. Snipers be sniping. Huzzah. Ooh, how are these doing? Yeah, you go, missile launchers. Not bad. Well, didn't need that many, although this side probably a little bit weaker. That bad boy might have a little bit of a rough day. Oh, no, we're good. We're good there. Down here is looking rough, though. This area is probably the area I'm most worried about. This area, looking pretty decent. Over here, looking better as well. It looks like we can start planning out a few more miners. Because again, we only have so many, so I don't care about being, if they're not optimal. I'd rather just have it and it not be optimal than not have it at all, right? So that's pretty decent. Toss down 2 more of these, and again, we did miss out right there. So give me that little nubbin. There we go. Well, I think that was a cannon. I think we lost a cannon over here. Honestly, I might come by and terp this up a little bit. But let's plan this out. Let's move our terp down to this side of the world. And we'll cannon. I wish it could help. I wish the cannon was up there and the mortar was behind. Probably the better way to do it. But it's too late now. It's too late now. I've made my poor decision, and I'm sticking with it, right? Thankfully, with the mortars, we're able to start pushing out. And this is, again, we're basically at Creeper Cat. And if we're at Creeper Cat, that means we're doing something right. If we're sort of holding right now. Again, we are very limited in what we have, what we can do. No more. Okay, so no weapons have actually died since, so I'm feeling good about that at least. This may go down, which would be bad for business, but that's okay. Our miners are almost operational, which is great for business. And yeah, our Redon is looking okay. So we might be in a position where we can drop another one of these, toss this into mine production. Now, ooh, I completely forgot that I made this little army. Ooh, yes. Yes, my army. Go, my friends. Start shooting further up. Oh, and let's move those up, except for you, who's gonna go. Mortars should have pretty decent fire range now. Yeah, look at their range. It's so much better. You can even see, yeah, mortars, just all of you, just move up. They're gonna take some hits, but we can always rebuild them. Let's also grab another Pylon to get up here. Let's grab a Pylon. We have plenty of towers, which is great. That is one thing that's nice. Is in the beginning, you're like, oh my god, I have no towers. But, you get more. We can even move this crew up now. We're sort of jumping between towers and mortars. That's kind of the goal. You do one group of mortars, one group of towers, one group of mortars. We can build 2 more mortars, which again, perfectly fine with that. Although our energy is not the best right now. Our energy is not the best. These did come online, so I'm actually surprised by that. Because our energy was fine. Building these 2 might have been the straw. That's not the straw. That's not everything. Unit off. Let's just see. Our energy, a little bit of a deficit with every single thing firing. So that might have been it. Because I moved in another group, we might be firing too much. So now, that's the problem, right? We might be firing a little bit too much. So let's just wait and see. Try and get a little bit more juice. See what happens. Because we could be in a deficito for a little bit. So we may toss one of these down. We may actually get rid of mine production and pop it back in one of these, just temporarily, until we expand out a little bit further, get a little bit more. I'd rather be out of this deficit than have more bluite. The main reason was for bluite there. Don't really care about the rest. So that should hopefully get us out of this deficit. Because once we're out of the deficit, we're in the good, right? We're in the good. The snipper snipping is going to be a problem, right? Snipper snipping, always going to be a problem. This is definitely a hard hold here. So, doing okay, but it could definitely be stronger, right? Now we do have to guard against the snippers. And we are replacing more things, more energy, of course. Over here, unfortunately, I don't care about losing the cannon. I care about losing the mortars. We lost 3 mortars that were sort of defending. So let's move you, and let's do 1 there. So that should be able to shoot up, I think. It's just not showing because it's on a little bit of a heightened path. Mortars are definitely your best defense here, because again, it goes over the wall. It hits pretty darn hard. Cannons are nice if they're out front, or if we lowered the terrain, but we're not doing either of those. Our deficit is holding. Oh, we lost a snip there. That's okay. Actually, losing a snip there, don't really care about. Ooh, but we did. See, this is the problem. This is where there's the problem. It's when it's just starting to cut in here. But these 2 should help out. Plus, I'll toss 1 just for inside defense, and... Right. So 2 more going down. Up this side up here, though, is looking great, right? This side is looking fantastic. We are able to push. We do want to get to this area, nullify this, turn it off, move along, right? Maybe cut out this mesh, because this mesh is definitely flowing pretty hard. Although, oh, we got a big ol' stash wave. That's gonna cause some trauma. Oh, baby, is it? I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with some trauma coming our way. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's move another setup. This will probably cause some issues for our energy, but again, we're just trying to take the wall, take the edge, and hold it, right? That's kind of our goal. Hold this down. This side, yeah, we are losing a fair bit. So what might be good is if we change our terping style. Maybe we terp this down instead of... I was planning on terping up, but if we terp this down, that'll give us enough room to maybe put down another thing there, which would be nice. And then we can also... We need to start terping over here as well. So let's get our terp on. Maybe we can fit 1 more unit right there, which is really what I want. Like just a cannon like right there would be perfect. That way, yeah, feels pretty good. Our storage is, again, our storage is rough, but we're holding. I'm going to leave 1 unit here just in case for Miskels. We are going to move up our mortars, something like this. Maybe you can get there, and you're sort of the odd man out. So you're going to come back, and you... Okay. Again, we're holding. We're not like supremely winning. I think this is a map where you are designed to hold, and we are. So that's great. Great news for us. The sprayers are still spraying, and they're doing their best. But again, it's being used up, which is understandable and honestly good, right? I'd rather it be used up than not. I actually think we might be able to make... Yeah, if we do something like that, we can probably put another can in there, which is pretty nice. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, just like that. And then I want to move this bad boy out, right? I definitely want to move this out. And we'll do whatever that is. Just lower that down. Because again, the more things are at the same level, the better it is. So let's actually flatten out some of these. That'll be pretty nice. Let's just oh no. Let's flatten out this. There we go. Flatten this out. That's what we want. Yeah, much nicer. There it is. It's not doing... It doesn't seem like it's doing that much, but it's actually doing quite a lot, right? Because it is going to be higher ground. It allows the cannons to shoot better, which is huge for cannons. So that's pretty effing huge. Freaking huge. I don't even know words at this point. How's the best for this? That. Then we do that, and then we put 1 over on this side. Oh, are we out? Or are we done? Oh, we're done with miners. That is our last miner. I should terp this down to get a better miner. Are any of these really bad? Like, you're not terrible. None of them are really terrible, so I'm okay with that. Again, we don't have that much. We just don't have that much. It's definitely a battle of, not attrition, I would say, but more so min-maximization of what we're using. Thankfully, the spores are coming again. Yay! That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for, spore. And we do have some more. Right, we do. So let's toss 1 more. Beautiful. Thankfully, not thankfully, the snippers are going to start shooting again, which is always a problem for us. But look at this, like, we're actually able to hold this side. We've actually retaken the tippy tops thanks to these mortars. And we're going to move a mortar even closer, which is going to be super helpful. And you know what, I'm going to do this area too. Maybe move this mortar out over there. So that should be pretty helpful as well. And we actually might even build this wall up entirely, which would be humongous, right? Yeah, maybe that goes over here. Shoots this down. We take this, the wall gets completed. Oh man, if we can complete this wall, that'd be amazing, right? And that'd be amazing. Because, yeah, we're actually making some good progress here. This side, we're looking good. Looks like none of the spores caused us any concern. Whew. Lots to do, lots to do. I hope this is like 20 mortars. I have no idea what this thing is going to be. But I hope it's a lot to help us really push this out. Because we're struggling. We're struggling, right? It's very slow, it's very methodical. We're definitely not in a I win position at the moment. We're not dying. You know, we are holding. You know, the objective is to hold, and we are definitely holding, right? There's no doubt in my mind about that. We are building up this wall, which is great. As you can see, that is just golden right there, which is, again, fantastic. We've basically built up the wall down at the bottom. This top has shields, which is perfectly fine to me. So yeah, we're just kind of doing it, but we're not necessarily super winning. Right? Not super winning. We need to get to there, and that's going to be rough, right? That final push is not going to be easy. Why isn't it going to be easy? Well, clearly, it's going to be really, really meshy. It's like messy mesh. You know, I think we can maybe move one of these up to assault as well. I'd like more mortars on the assault. For better or for worse. Let's maybe because the mortars really kill the creep, and obviously this emitter is going to be a problem, right? This emitter is definitely going to be an issue for us in the long term. These two are good, so we can start moving them out. I guess up here. Again, we're trying to come up, and then we're going to come across, right? So we are holding this. We are getting more red on. Yay. I wish it was blue-white. More blue-white would be kind of cool. And I'm going to actually move you right there. Just in case something were to land here, you know, everything targets it or something like that. That would be bad, right? So let's see if we can prevent that. This bad boy, let's just move to there, just so he's sort of in the middle of everything. Actually, you know, if he's there, he can even hit up there now. So no matter what, he'll always be building. ABB, always be building. Or Turpin, ABT, always be Turpin. And yeah, we're able to start moving our butt out, right? Move our butt out. That's not bad. Definitely can. Most of these aren't firing, so let's move a couple more up. This is where the hard part gets, right? The question is, do we push up to the top and see if we get more units, or do we push into here and see if we can take out something? Taking out something, honestly, isn't that important. It's mostly, I just want to whittle down this mesh. Because as you can see, this mesh is actually holding quite a lot of creep. Like, the levels of creep are nowhere near as high as they are, like, on the mesh. So if we can sort of clear that out, it should be easier to push. That's kind of my hope. And yeah, that's just my hope. I don't know for sure. But at the same time, if we get this and it has, you know, 5 more cannons or, you know, something like that, we are going to be tight for energy. We may have to move another thing off. You know, well, actually, no, I don't want to move another thing off because, yeah, I mean, everything that we have is pretty useful. So that's the thing. So we're sort of in a tight position. Every time that the stash pops, though, that's definitely probably our hardest position to be in, because obviously it's a big stash, right? Plus, when they fire everything, all of the blobs and such are doing what it is. Not sure if we're gonna do all of the objectives If we don't really get too much to change the world, we're gonna try, but it might just be a hold, because this might take a while without other objectivos, right? And we got places to be, things to do, and I don't want to put too much pressure on that. It does look like this corner does not have that much creep in it, so I guess we are going to skirt around because if we can just sneak that, who knows what we get, right? It's like a treasure trove, and I like and want me some treasure. So let's move you out. Let's move you up. Move you. Want to move the mortars up a little bit more. Ooh, there. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Some of the spores did some spory things, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, our generation it's like just right. And again, by taking this again, it's just a little bit, a drip drop more energy every time we get something, which does add up quite a lot. It's the little drips, it's the little drops, it's the draps and the droops that really add up. This area is looking much better. It is a little bit worse because this can't shoot anymore. We'll toss you up to the top, though. Toss you up to the top. We'll toss you out there. We can toss you up to the top. Yeah, just protect those tops. The tips and the tops seems pretty good to me. Yeah, we have basically a completed wall on this side. This side is now going to be a completed wall, which is actually pretty huge. So you stay there just in case. I'm paranoid. You move down. Just to protect the butts. Just to protect the butts. A butt protector, if you will. These are all shooting. These are all shooting. Everything else is all shooting. You seem pretty full, so maybe you're not shooting. So you know what? If you're not shooting, you're moving to the front lines. Sorry, soldiers. We need you. This I do have to keep an eye on this. If this gets too weak, we do want to move out. But we do, again, the problem is we're spreading our units. We're now on thin unit time. Got another mortar which might be viable, so I'm gonna toss you up at the top. I wish I had move speed. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we can't do that. I would love to move some of these mortars away, and we probably could, but just in case. As you can see, the creep is actually starting to get through again. So I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. Yeah. Actually, I don't need more towers because that can still connect, right? Yeah. I'm over-putting towers a little bit, and that's actually a problem because I can't fit as many units. So it's not necessarily a good thing to overbuild towers, right? If you're overbuilding towers, they're not going to be firing. This is not going to be very useful. Our goal is just to get this, see what we get. I'm kind of hoping, because we have to work really hard to get to this, I'm kind of hoping this is as long as it's just some form of unit. I don't really care what. Even if it's planes and they take all of my energy, I'm fine with that. Because at that point, we can sort of plan little bursts of energy, a little burst here, a little burst there, and grab what we need to grab, right? So, here we go. We're basically there. Hopefully these two will sort of clear out this. As you can see, the corner is very, very weak, and then we can hopefully push into this with whatever we get. We're going to lose a lot of energy because, our snipes are going to be sniping any second now. Going to be a problem. We are super, super thin, and this is the item. This is everything that we wanted to see. Once it's built, we're going to see if we get anything. Let's watch our units. Ooh, I lost a mortar somewhere. Buzzinga, did we get anything? We got a couple of cannons, 5 cannons, and I think 3 mortars. I don't know if that's going to do it to take over the map, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to actually take over the map. There is one more object right there, and that's looking far off, right? It's super far off. I mean, if we take this out, let's try and take this out, and if we can get it, we can get it. If we can't, we're almost to our hold objective. That's our goal. Again, our goal is the hold objective. So, super happy with that. I'm actually really surprised that we're in such a deficit right now. I guess it's the snipers. Sniper ammo is bad for business. That is very true. Sniper ammo is very bad for business. I'll toss down another down there. We can toss out... Ooh, that's a good tower. Yes, a 91er. And to be fair, getting this completely done might be good, because now, you know, we're only shooting one direction. Again, we are spread very, very thin, and that's the problem. Right now, we are spread very, very thin. No more miners, so it's not even like we can capitalize on this. So yeah, we're in a deficit. It's not the best place to be. We can pylon again, which would be really nice. I do want another pylon down here. Not in this deficit. Not in this deficit. I gotta refrain. Gotta hold. But a 121 looks pretty darn good to me. Right? That looks pretty darn good. Let's move you up. Let's move you up. Let's move you up. You up. And yeah, I mean, we are pushing into this mesh. And honestly, if this mesh cuts off right here... Well, it can't, because it's still connected up there. That's a shame. That's a little bit of a shame. But here is the corner. Right? There is actually the corner of the map. We have made it basically to exactly where we want to be. Again, we barely have the units to deal with this, right? We are not in a strong unit comp right now. We are kind of handling it, but everything is firing. Basically, all of our ammo is being used. We're not exactly, quote-unquote, pushing. I mean, we are pushing a little bit, but again, this mesh is not very easy to deal with. You're barely shooting, so you're gonna move on. We are starting to make some pressure on this mesh. Pressure on this mesher. Which is good. We have a lot of eggs to deal with. These spores, more annoying than anything else. Don't really care about them. This deficit is the biggest of problems, though. Wish we had that last turn. But you're, like, way... Where is the last turn? It's like right in the center. It's like right there, yeah. So, I wish we could have gotten that as well. That would have been really helpful. But I doubt it would have greatly changed things. Like, right now, we're holding, we're pushing. It might actually be better to push over here. Cut this mesh off versus cut this mesh off, right? Like, let them reclaim this a little bit, push hard in here, and then move up. Because if we do that, that has a lot of flow going this way, which would just alleviate some pressure down here. Although pressure, we don't really care about the pressure. Like, the pressure doesn't really matter to us right now. The only thing that really matters is just trying to make whatever gains we can at this point. And it's not exactly like we can just flip a switch and all of a sudden, yay, we're done. Other than the fact that, yes, we are, you know, we're doing it, right? We've held. I just wish, I really wanted to take everything, right? I wanted that optional objective. And I'm not saying it's not possible. Because anything, as far as you know, we are pushing. And if we are pushing, that means we can continue to push, right? We take this out, hold this, we consolidate a lot of our units, with all of these units being consolidated. Like, honestly, what I should do is probably let this kind of fall a bit, relax my units on this area, let the shield do its work, right? Because if the shield is doing its work, then we're just good, right? The shield is doing what it's meant to do. And then we can move a couple more units up here, push a little bit harder, straighten this out, hold it. It's a good time. Again, that'll get us a little bit more energy. It'll allow us to push a little bit harder. But for now, we're not in a bad place. We're just not in the supreme pushing place, right? It's not everything in the world is hunky-dory. Ooh, interesting. We need up here. Why can you not connect up? That's the pylon that we need. And then I want another one. It's gonna be a little bit more deficit. I'm okay with a little bit more of a deficit. I want to move you down because you have ammo. I'm going to set you to mesh. Because if we can start clearing out the bottom down here. Oh, that's a hold objective. Yay! Whoa, you are gonna die. Don't die! I don't have the energy to rebuild you. But what's also nice is, again, every little bit that we take is a little bit more energy, and the more energy independent we get, the more we can fight with all of our units, right? The more we can fight with all of our units, the better for us, of course. The better for us, just the better for us, right? This mesh has died, so as you can see, like, these units weren't even doing anything. So they can now fight over here. I do want to take out at least this emitter. Because, again, I really do think once you start to take out a little bit here, take out this mesh, we might be able to move up more, take more land. The more land we take, again, if we just have the energy to completely have all of our units firing, I think we can take them out. And I kind of want to see that, right? I kind of want to see that. I kind of want that to be a thing. These emitters are big. You know, these are not tiny emitters, and that's why. So if we can take out one, we might be able to control the cap a little bit, right? Because these are big emitters. I don't know how big these advanced emitters are going to get. That is a thing. But just shutting this mesh down seems pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. I'm definitely all for that. And I think we're basically there. I'm super duper happy about that. Super duper. How are we doing for powers? We'll grab a tiny bit here. Probably should have done that earlier. Tiny bit there. I'm losing a couple of things. I'm okay with that. We can build. See, we can build more. I just don't have the energy to support it right now. And that's, again, that's a pretty big problem, right? If you don't have the energy, you can't keep things going, right? So we need something like this. We lost a tower there. Shame. I'm gonna put the tower. Turp is doing great though. Again, the turp wall has helped a lot, but at the same time, it's not perfect. I'm gonna say supply off because I don't want you to be, increasing our deficit too. Unfortunate. That's actually pretty good power. That's pretty decent power. It's not much, again, but every little bit can help. It'll increase the deficit, but then get us out of the deficit. So it's one of those like double-edged swords, right? You want it, you don't want it, you need it. Because once we build this nullifier, that, like, we could be done, right? We can be just completely done. So we need to get just every drip and drop of energy that we can. We can't, and at the same time, we can't change our urns, right? We need energy collection. Fire range and fire rate are basically needed to hold back this one, right? Maybe you can do it without fire range at this point, but at the same time, fire range is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. It's allowing these in the back to fire, things like that. If I were to do a nullifier, we can put it down. Our deficit is actually pretty much perfect, but these eggs are going to start popping. And I wish I had a shield. Like, if I had a shield right here, we would be golden. Me asking for a shield. Look at that. We're almost done with pylons, too. That's a slight problem as well. That is something to note. These coming in and bouncing past are a slight problem. Not the end of the world, just a slight problem. Because, okay, that might be perfect. That might be perfect. Because I want to move you just slightly over. Put a nullifier there. Move you next to the nullifier. Beautiful. Good. Okay, well, let's see what this nullifier does. Again, we're still in a deficit. Not the best. We're not, I mean, I'm assuming we can overload. So we can overload, which means we can technically kill him. Oh, there was an egg that slid on by. It's what they do. Of course it's what they do. Now these blobs, they're killing things. It's what they do. We don't have snipers everywhere. That's okay. Honestly, things that they kill, as long as the wall holds, I don't care. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually fully in support of that, because that's less energy going to towers that we didn't care about. Clearly. So if this area holds without that one tower, then you know what? Good on this area, right? Well, we can move you over, and that might still hold. So super, super happy. Our deficit is actually going down. Or kind of holding. Oh, they killed the... Please, nullifier. I know these eggs keep popping. See, the problem is they bounce around, and then they kill the nullifier, right? That's the big problem. There's really not much that we can do to stop that without a shield. And I don't like it. There's nothing I can really do to stop it. I can put down another cannon, like, over here. Don't think that's going to help. We just need it to get, like, built. Oh my god, we're actually gaining energy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, maybe just push harder. Just push harder. You know, we'll drop you here. Hold him. Everything is looking good. This is at... Oh my gosh, we've done it. Okay, we're gonna get a nullification. We're gonna get a nullification. It's gonna happen. Oh, baby. And again, that's the 350. That's not nothing. We do have to kill all the eggs. We'll also kill one of the spore launchers, which is an egg jet. Oh my god, there's 455 eggs on the map. Holy crap. Woo. Okay, we have nullification. That's huge, if you ask me, right? That's immense. I'm not going to bother overloading it right now until I know this nullifier is going to survive. But look at this. The mesh is gone. Unfortunately for us, there's still a cap, right? It didn't make it so they're actually going to start losing. For us to actually be able to do anything, we do need to get past the critical point where we're actually killing more creep than they produce, which we're not doing. Unfortunate. Blobs are coming in, doing their blobby things. That's fine. Again, not the end of the world. We're going to lose a pylon here. Okay. It happens. Not upset by it in the slightest. That's why I left the one cannon back here to protect this key junction. So I'm very okay with that. Very okay with that. And this should get us a little bit more power, which is good. Just that, again, every drip, drop, and drop of power is good for business. We may be calling it, though. Again, this, I do see it as possible. Because, again, what we're going to do is we're going to overload this. We're going to take this. Then we're going to push to here. We're going to take this. And then once we straighten this out and take this, it's going to normalize, right? We're going to normalize in a much better, straighter line, which is great. Hello, everybody. This is me from the future. Just want to let you know where I am at about an hour. I think in order to do this properly, I would have had to have readjusted my initial strategy to hold more land and be much more aggressive, so we were able to take more land. Honestly, I think one big key objective is to grab some of these a lot sooner than I was doing. But I'm at about an hour. I am making progress. I've just roof jumped away. I am losing some stuff at the moment, but rebuilding some stuff as well. But yes, I do believe this map is definitely doable. The rate that I'm going, though, because the creep has already hit its maximum, we are definitely lowering it, though. It is lowering its maximum. It's just going to take a little bit too long than I have to record today. So if you want me to actually do the whole map, I can, but I kind of want to move on to the others in the series. So I just want to let you know that. I do hope you enjoyed the map up to the hold objective being done. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see how it is. I mean, we did the hold objective. We did the activate totems, which is great. I did, unfortunately, not get all the collects and the nullification. But look at that, 13 minutes to nullify everything. That is actually mind-blowing. I have no idea. Ooh, I'm actually the top totem one, though. Wait, all objectives taken in 39 minutes for Vanton, but nullified all the enemies in 13. I'm very confused. Very confused. Because there's no shields. It's not like you could do shield porter shenanigans or anything like that. So this is intriguing. Didn't collect the objectives for 39 minutes, but somehow nullified all of the enemies in 13. So I'm very confused. If you know how that's possible, please let me know. But I, again, hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.